All right, so a few more things to clean up here. So if I have a no object in my scene, I select that. You see that things are still selected here, even though it's going to affect this one. So this is the problem we've been running away from the other Morph mixer. So we have to make sure that once we select an item and select another, things move to the other side. Okay. So at this point, what we need to do is go back in here and reset. So immediately another item is selected here. We go to the selected channel and empty it. So we come back here and say selected channel is equal to nil. That should actually solve the problem. So let me go back here and let's see. Select this guy. There we go. There we go. And when I select something else, it doesn't work anymore, which is pretty good. Come back here. It doesn't work until I select, and then it works. So now another thing I want is when I select somewhere else, the selections are removed to avoid confusion. So that's the thing. We're going to say list box, that list box dot value is equal to nil. So let's see that again. What's going on? Oh, I have this one selected, so let me select this one. Attempt to access an undeclared array, my array on 201. So let's see what's going on here. Let's go down here on 201. Okay, so undeclared, how? Because the selection here is nil. Okay. So what I need to do here is to make sure that if not my array, return as usual. Okay. So that if the array is empty, we do nothing. Go back here. Let's check it out. Okay. Go to this one. And the selection is empty there, which is pretty good. I also want this selection to be empty right there. In fact, I want the, where is this? Let me go to the top again. All right, there we go. So I want the other list box as well to be dot value is equal to nil, so that they have nothing selected there. So let's do this again. Unknown object reference on line 29. So let's see what's going on line 29. So there we go. Unknown object reference. Well, why is that? Let's try again. Unknown object reference. Okay, so we have to make sure that these things only happen if the requester is on. So I'm going to just put this, if req is open, I think that's the function. So let me put these two in there. If the requester is open, then make sure these guys are reset to 0. Again, on line 32, unknown object reference. So why is this one not active? because it's not at the top. Somehow I misplaced it. I don't know how that happened. Anyway, let me put it there at the top. Let's try again. Okay, so we are back in business, which is good. Now if I select another item, the selections are removed. Now, like I said, with Lightwave, there's a bug here that's making the no object also have morphs, which is crazy. So this is why even when I select the morph, the no object, I still see the same morphs here. So nothing to do with the actual program. All right, so we are doing very well so far, so good. Now we need to be able to read, like I said, from the current time, and that is actually pretty easy to do. So all we have to do is just go back here and do another if statement. When the timeline moves, it should display that value there. Okay, now in order for the value, okay, my slider, there we go. So we do another if statement right here. So we'll say if, before we put the condition there, let's do something. Let's just say my slider dot value is equal to, so we have to confirm that there's a selected channel first of all. Okay, so if selected channel, okay, then my slider dot value is equal to selected channel dot value. Now the value we get requires a time. We need to know what time, at what time we are getting that value from. So my time is equal to scene dot current time, and then we use my time there. Okay, so that ought to do it. Let me remove that and let's try it. So at 29 I do that, and so let me move, and nothing is happening, is it? Oh, there we go. All right, because what's going on here is that the values between 0 and 1. So what we should do here is multiply this value. Let's say my slider dot value is equal to that multiplied by 100. Because remember, when setting the value, we were dividing by 100 right here. So to display it, of course, we must multiply it by 100 as well. So let's try that again. That's a weird looking guy now. So let me move this, and you see it's showing the correct values right there. So if I go to this one, set it there, it remains there as I move around like that. All right, so this has been great. We can add one more thing, one more button to bring up the graph editor, and then our morph mixer will be done.